Hello, Ursuline. This is your Irish News, your hotspot for all things Ursuline related. I'm Luke Skadier, and this is Reese Ward. We want to start by congratulating the boys basketball team on advancing to the regional finals.
This week's episode includes our story of the week on the family portrayed on the cover of Time magazine.
Good job to the theater students who were a part of A Midsummer Night's Dream, a Shakespeare play.
Thank you to all of the students who volunteered in the St. Patrick's Day Parade on Sunday.
Ursuline will be collecting canned food donations for the YWCA local food pantries.
Now it is time to turn it over to our Irish News meteorologist, Abe Rogers, who's going to update us on this weekend's weather.
Thanks, guys. This weekend's weather is looking promising, with a high of 59 and a low of 41 on Friday, a high of 56 and a low of 31 on Saturday, and a high of 52 and a low of 37 on Sunday. Back to Reese and Luke in the studio.
Thanks, Abe.
Up next, Irish News sports analyst Drake Campbell is going to update us on Ursuline athletics.
Thanks, guys. The boys basketball team played Villa Angela St. Joseph in Canton yesterday. Congratulations on the win. They go on to play tomorrow in the regional finals in Canton. The girls softball team had a scrimmage on Tuesday. The boys baseball team also had a scrimmage at Canfield on Wednesday. The track team is preparing for their upcoming season. Good luck to all of Ursuline sports. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Drake.
Students in the religion classes worked on blankets to be delivered to Making Kids Count and Sleep in Heavenly Peace foundations.
Now it's time for our story of the week.
Thanks, guys. Irish News reporter Ariana Went in the Irish News production interviewed the family displayed on the Times Magazine front page.
Very dark, burning, smoke, cloudy environment. And the wind shifted, we were very concerned, so we did evacuate at the last minute.
East Palestine resident Robin Seaman didn't believe what was happening. It was very surreal, she says.
As we were driving over that bridge, there was this metallic taste in everybody's mouth, and we stood out on the bridge, and all the fish were just dead floating down the creek.
On February of last year, 20 cars of a train containing hazardous materials derailed, triggering a massive fire and toxic smoke into the air of the city.
And it was very early in the morning, and we got called that there was a big fire. I guess we didn't know the severity of it until my cousin, who was a firefighter on duty all night, called.
During this time, their faith gave them hope.
I would say that our faith was our guiding force. We used our faith as an opportunity to help heal the community. What ways can we do that? How can we be a light?
To help heal the community, they spread their faith by giving back to the city.
We became very active with that. So our faith is everything. It is the only thing that gets us through it. I would say that was the most and is the most important factor.
During this time, her children had each other to lean on.
I'm very attached to all my brothers, so it's kind of like they're my back support.
The Seaman family was featured on the cover of Time magazine, which came to their surprise.
I actually didn't know a lot about Time magazine, I had no idea it was a company.
While the community is still divided, the Seaman family continued to spread their faith during this troubling time. Ariana Wen, Irish News.
Now it's time for this week's survey. Reporters Carmen and Bella interviewed students about saints.
Who is your confirmation saint and why?
I chose St. Peter because he was the rock of the church, and we could all use a rock in our lives.
Mine is St. Deborah after my grandma.
It's St. Paul because my uncle's name was Paul, and I look up to him. So, yeah. St. Francis, the patron saint of wild animals. I like wildlife.
St. Cecilia because she's the patron saint of music.
Paul, and I picked it because it was Pope John Paul II at the time.
St. Anthony was because that's my dad's name and he means a lot to me.
St. Padre Pio, and I picked him due to the fact that he is bimodal, can be more than one place at one time.
St. Joseph, and I picked it one because he's the patron saint of hard workers, and also it was my grandfather's name.
Thanks, Carmen. Who did you pick, Reese?
I picked St. Vitus because he is the patron saint of dancers.
Mine's St. Peter, the first pope. Ursuline alumni Haley Sepulveda, class of 2018, a television reporter for Spectrum News in Rochester, New York, visited our broadcast journalism class. That's all for your Irish news this week. Remember, we have no school on Monday. I'm Luke Skiddier.
And I'm Reese Ward. Have a great 3-day weekend, Irish.